E aí, beleza galera, a gente tá com o site aqui Avengers of Balduran. É um site BR que faz traduções de alguns jogos de RPG. E a gente tá procurando a tradução do Dragon Age Origins. Eu já baixei aqui, ela tá aqui. Vamos precisar de 2 arquivos. Eu já botei no meu Dragon Age. É o Single Player, que é esse daqui. A gente bota nessa pasta aqui. Eu já tô numa delas, que é o do Core. Cadê o do Core? Essa daqui que tá a tradução. Você vai botar nessa pasta aqui que eu tô. E a próxima é o Single Player. O Single Player você vai colocar aqui, ó. Nessa pasta. Agora que eu entrei aqui de novo na pasta, eu vi todas as traduções. Tem da DLC, aquela outra expansão que eu não tenho. Essa daqui. A gente tá com só o Dragon Age, que tem a história principal. Aí você joga esses arquivos lá, copia, move eles e você tem a tradução na pasta que eu falei. Agora a gente pode testar o jogo, né? Com a tradução, bora lá. Eu botei a tradução porque eu quero fazer a série dele e entender com vocês melhor a história. Eu sei a história, é mais o pessoal que tá vendo o vídeo. Jogo abrir, vamos ver uns diálogos aqui enquanto isso. Cadê Flemet? Ah, tá aqui. Flemet.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
Talvez.
Oh, I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves. It is not a matter of power. No one person in all of Thedas has enough power to stand against a blight. Were that the case, sending you two would be quite the jest. What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. Your task is to unite the land, inspire its men, and turn them from their petty politics to face the archdemon. In that, you are more powerful than I by far. I am but an old woman whom the world has largely forgotten. That is between the world and me. Your business is elsewhere. Questions, questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action. Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her. I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete. Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
About the Darkspawn? Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the archdemon. It is the core of this taint.
Como que ela sabe tudo isso, cara?
So does the blight. This Ternlogain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the archdemon. Unless it finds you first.
Interessante.
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently. Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Eu vou tentar não matar ela. Ela vai se transformar numa versão não tão forte como o Arquiderma, mas ela vai se transformar no dragão. Vamos pro mapa que eu quero fazer uma coisa. Só posso ir aqui. Não é? Esse mapa sempre fica bugado. É, mais uma parte para ver o diálogo.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Hardy. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still got a...
Cara, ele tem uma cara de ser muito idiota.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse, then. Those are the rules. Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. Yes. Well, move along then. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering.
Vou evitar isso aqui pra não perder dinheiro. Pelo menos não vai matar eles. Não quero que mate. Vai ter outro diálogo aqui maneiro.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Vamos indo.
We'll need to decide eventually. Let's head into the village when you're ready. What do you need? Ask away. Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact. Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care. She did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Nossa.
I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. Yes, I'm quite sure. At any rate, I don't look anything like him, you'll see for yourself. Not that it stopped the rumors any. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Interessante.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
Apenas de
Good.
passagem.
No room here for any more outsiders. Don't let me stop you.
I want to go home. I can't believe that Kunari creature isn't dead yet.
I have a wonder,
to Lothering
Alistair.
because I thought it...
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Deixa pra lá por enquanto.
You there. If you're looking for safe
Ah, look.
Back off. I have the right to charge what It's... Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered... You could say that.
Tô falando que eu vou fazer isso diferente.
I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last...
I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must. So long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Morrigan não gosta dessas coisas. Aceito. Eu quero ver uma coisa. Eu quero fazer o negócio do Sten só pra contar no negócio da tradução, que eu quero ver a tradução dele. Quero tentar salvar ele. Tem umas side quests aqui que seria bom fazer no...
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands, though it matters little now.
Eu botei ele assim porque parece com o Hellboy.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Eu sei que o cachorro tá bugado ali atrás.
I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Vou salvar ele logo. Teria um diálogo com a Leliana, só que eu não vou salvar ela agora lá no negócio. Eu não vou botar ela no grupo agora. Por que isso eu vou deixar pra série mesmo? Não tem necessidade. Essas estátuas estão diferentes do que eu lembro. Eles não tinham arma.
Darkspawn stragglers.
As when the Maker spoke, chant of light
You ever
scattered
wonder
in the
if that's an
darkness.
accurate
Será
line?
que é ela?
Maybe she was ugly.
Que barulheira é essa? Ela tá ali.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, my son. What can I do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws. The Tairn claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the king's death.
Ele fugiu. Simplesmente não ajudou ninguém.
Promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else, it might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Eu tenho que ver um jeito aqui de conseguir soltar ele.
Well, that is convenient. I had no idea the Canary even knew he was here. Here then. Take the key to the Canary's cage and take him away. I pray this is the right path for all our sakes.
Tive que mentir, mas ele vai ser solto. Vamos lá soltar ele. Agora a gente solta o Sten.
So I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
Não vai encontrar.
It has begun.
Tá perdida a
So I
criança.
take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not...
You wish something more of me. I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed. I am eager to be elsewhere.
Eu vou fazer um negócio aqui que eu vou tirar o...
Yes.
Cachorro bota o Sten. Quero só criar um diálogo. Nossa, outro capacete? Ah, é... Dole está aí. Essa armadura aqui tá bugada, não sei porquê. Não pega nele. Tem muita coisa interessante aqui não. Não pega nele. Tá bom por enquanto essa arma aqui nele. Eu quero ver a reação dela quando o Sten chegar lá, Sten. Quero ver qual vai ser a reação dela.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours. Let all...
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons.
A learned child is a blessing upon...
There's all sorts of things on his board.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple...
Oh, he cheated.
Então, bora lá ver a reação dela.
You dare to bring that Canary here? Get him out! Out!
I sense I am unwanted.
This is intolerable. Leave at once. You dare to bring that Canary here? Get him out! Out!
I sense I am unwanted.
This is intolerable. Leave at once.
You, miss, what is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Best get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
Ele sabe.
Mother says we have to run before the bad men
What
get
happened
here.
to the king is so terrible. Is anywhere safe?
I'm sorry, but I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee.
The Kunari, out of its cage.
Aí.
Indeed. I would question this, but I have far more pressing matters to deal with. Misstep, creature, and it will be your last.
A Kunari does not misstep.
And who are you, then? I see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tan Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death.
Todo mundo tá escutando.
You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tan claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Todos os Templários são assim. Nossa, parece que ele está aí. Zoado.
You dare bring that creature here? Take him away at once. You dare bring that creature here? Take him away at once. That creature is a killer. I hope the revered mother knows what she is doing in letting him. Greetings. Please do not cause a disturbance. Matters are delicate enough with all the... That creature is a killer. I hope the revered mother knows what she is doing in letting him go.
Eu só não gosto do Sten. É isso aí, galera. Valeu, se inscreva no canal, ative o sininho e vire membro. Valeu, falou!